Fox 23 Spencer Tillis is live at the game of the week. Norman North at Jenks. Spencer, the Timberwolves and Trojans are not used to playing each other in the regular season.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And it's actually the first time that they've ever faced each other during the regular season. Now, that's not to say they're not familiar with one another. Over the past 2 years, they've ran into each other during the quarterfinals of the state tournament. But coming into this thing, a lot of people had high expectations. It was a big-time matchup, and Jenks knew that they had to come ready to play if they wanted to leave with the win. Over the past few weeks, Jenks has really started to come to their own as they've gotten healthy, and they were looking dominant early on in this thing. Jaden Carroll takes the handoff, gets to the right side, and look at him turn on the jet, scoring from 44 yards out just over 3 minutes into the game, and Jenks would take a 7-0 lead. The Timberwolves, though, coming right back. They picked up 3 third downs on a long drive before Camden's six-killer finds Braden Dorney. He scores from 2 yards out to tie this thing up. We would head to the second, tied at 7s before the Trojans again getting their run game going. This time it's Jordan Schelling taking it up the gut from 35 yards out. Jenks back out in front, 14-7, but Norman North making a run late in the half. Six-killer again with a beautiful pass over to Jackson Lundquist, and he does the rest. A 26-yard score to tie this thing up with a minute and a half left. The Timberwolves would get the ball back one more time and kick a short field goal to take a 17-14 lead into the half. Second half, though, and the Trojans come right back. On their very first drive, Schelling gets it again, running hard off the right side, and he is in from 4 yards out as the Trojans would retake the lead. But the Timberwolves just kept on coming. This touchdown would give them the lead for good as they come into Jenks and shock the Trojans, taking home a 31-21 win. And shocker is the right word for this thing. It's not often you see Jenks lose at home, and it's even rarer that you see them lose to a team from the west side. After the game, I caught up with head coach Keith Riggs and asked him, where does this team go from here?
You know, there's plenty of time, right? We need to be playing our best football when the playoffs get here. And so we've got a few more games to get things worked out. But absolutely, you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the season. But we do have to bear down and make some improvements in some areas.
So unfamiliar territory, to say the least, here for Jenks as they got some things to figure out here as they head into the second half of the season.